Twice an hour.
Newstalk KGVO, AM 1290 and now 101.5 FM.
You're listening to Montana Morning with Peter Christian.
Time for a wildfire update. Good morning, everyone. It's Montana Morning. It's Tuesday, September the 1st, 2015. I don't know about you, when the first day of September rolls around, to me, summer is officially bye-bye. So, bye-bye, summer. All right. Sorry, what can I tell you? And our newscast this morning is sponsored by Kootenai Creek Village. There's the maintenance-free active adult community in Stevensville, where they offer the best of Western Montana living. Call 777-5387. And tip of the hat to our engineering staff who have fixed all of our problems. Now we're back on the air and everything sounds good. Thank you so much. Mineral County, by the way, it's 46 degrees under a mostly clear but kind of smoky, hazy sky in western Montana. Mineral County and parts of Missoula County underwent fire evacuations this past weekend as the West Fork Fish Creek fire grew to over 12,000 acres. But within the past 48 hours, Fire Information Officer Kim Smoltz said clear skies have allowed firefighters to get eyes on the fire for the first time since it started.
You can't get aircraft safely, to fly the area when the visibility is as bad as it's been the last few days. It's not only our smoke, but there's smoke from Idaho and Washington. It's been so thick that most of the aircraft has been grounded for days. Those are the resources that we use for the most part of the helicopters, and they haven't been able to get up until today.
Smoltz said originally Clearwater Crossing was primary area of concern since the fire blew up Friday. Although the fire did burn through that area, the hole-in-the-wall ranch still stands. However, a Forest Service administrative site lost 3 to 5 structures.
In Missoula County, they have a pre-evacuation and they have evacuation. Petty Creek is in Missoula County, so they're in pre-evacuation. And that's not only for our fire, also because of the Boulder fire, which is just over the border in Idaho. So it is southwest of Petty Creek. Fires generally move towards the northeast, so Petty Creek would be in line with that. Combined evacuation and pre-evacuation here, there's 300 people affected.
As of yesterday, the fire was 0% contained. The Flathead County Sheriff's Office lifted the mandatory evacuation order for residents of Essex on the southern edge of Glacier Park at 6 o'clock yesterday morning. Residents were asked to remain prepared to leave again, though, if fire conditions warranted. U.S. Highway 2 also opened at 6 yesterday, exactly 24 hours ago, with pilot cars escorting traffic through a 9-mile stretch of the highway. BNSF Railway and Amtrak trains are running intermittently. Over the weekend, Missoula and western Montana residents were wondering if they'd ever see the sun again, but Monday morning brought clear skies and new hope. Air quality specialist Sarah Cofield with the City County Health Department said the dismal air quality of the weekend left the area, chased away by rain and strong winds. What about that high-pressure system?
High pressure kind of works like a lid. It traps everything in a really stagnant pool of air. And so with that finally moved off, we're able to get some good mixing, and the smoke has an opportunity to leave our valleys after it arrives.
Cofield said the reprieve from the smoke may be short-lived, though, as Missoula is still surrounded by wildfires.
There is still a lot of smoke over in Idaho. You can see it on the satellite, and I do expect to see that smoke come back our way. So we're likely to keep getting periods of smoke really until those fires are out. But now that we aren't under that high-pressure ridge, there'll be more opportunities for that smoke to mix out.
As of 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, Missoula's air quality was rated good to moderate. We'll take it. Montana and 3 environmental groups are opposing measures to protect grizzly bears while still allowing logging in 2 state forests west of Glacier Park. On Monday, the State Land Board approved the proposed settlement that would create 7 security zones totaling 34 square miles within the Stillwater and Coal Creek state forests. No permanent roads would be built in the security zones. Logging would be barred except when bears are in their dens for winter, and then only below an elevation of 6,300 feet. The proposal would set a lawsuit filed in 2013 by Friends of the Wild, SWAN, the Montana Environmental Information Center, and the Natural Resources Defense Council. Still has to be approved by a federal judge. A federal appeals court has revived a bid by environmentalists to block drilling on some public lands in Montana until the government looks more closely at climate change impacts. The case had been dismissed 2 years ago by a judge who said the environmentalists could not demonstrate drilling activities would cause any harm. At a meeting at Cold Spring School in Lower Miller Creek yesterday, MCPS Superintendent Mark Thane went through the 4 alternatives for the new elementary school, slated to be built upon approval of the $158 million school bond. The first is the present location on Briggs behind Walmart.
A second being a 5-acre parcel that the school district owns, which is adjacent to Maryland Park and some county property located in Lower Linda Vista. The third site we'll ask them to evaluate is located off of Upper Miller Creek Road at the intersection of Miller Creek and Merriweather. And then the final site is on Lower Miller Creek Road at the intersection approximately of Bitterroot Road and Lower Miller Creek Road.
When asked what facilities most desperately need of repair or replacement, Thane responded immediately with Lowell School over on Missoula's west side.
Within the building itself, it's got a variety of different levels and presents real challenges for us ADA-wise. We have a lot of classes, students that are served in inappropriate spaces, old closets, storage rooms. So we have a real need, and that's a side of the community that I think really deserves some immediate attention.
Should the bond issues pass, the total property tax increase would be about $200 a year for a home valued at about $200,000. The issue will be on the general election ballot in November. A big decision came over a big statue came through yesterday in a 2-1 ruling. The U.S. Supreme Court's 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals has ruled that the 12-foot tall Big Mountain Jesus statue can stay. Freedom from Religion Foundation co-president Annie Gaylor said her organization is still not satisfied with the decision and will pursue more legal action.
So the first thing that we would do is ask for an unbank, which would be a review of this decision by the entire panel of the U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals for the 9th District, which is the largest group of judges. It is a very liberal circuit, and we would like to see the other judges take a look at this, what we consider to be specious reasoning, that a Jesus statue is not religious.
The lawsuit brought by the Freedom from Religion Foundation hoped to claim that the statue was primarily religious in nature and should be seen as an establishment by government of the Roman Catholic religion.
This is a lease that is free. For years and years, the Knights of Columbus, which is a bona fide male Catholic theocratic organization, has had free use of the ski slope to place this enormous prominent Jesus to proselytize skiers. And to have the court say this is fine is really a travesty.
The statue's been on Big Mountain since 1954 and is described by the Knights of Columbus as a World War II memorial. News Talk time now, 6:12.
News Talk, KGVO.
Missoula's official weather station.
Mostly sunny skies today with patchy smoke. Highs will be in the low 80s. We're tracking a cold front that will bring cooler temperatures, windy weather, and even showers to the area Wednesday through the end of the week. I'm meteorologist Brooke Foster for Missoula's KECI 13.